Uh-oh. Ooh. All right. What's up, man? It's your boy MoonDog 3732 for the MoonDog 3732 show on YouTube. Hey, man, watch the show, like, subscribe, share, and comment. At the same time, holler me and my homie, Tiffany DJ, at the podcast, right? And at the same time, the MoonDog3732show.com. Merchandise, blogs. I got to get back to my blog. I've been kind of rusty, but we're going to get back to that. Next topic, forgiveness. We forgive a lot at the same time we don't forgive a lot. But I'm gonna ask y'all this: why do we forgive the three P's? Preachers, politicians, and ball players before we forgive our own people. Now I know, cuz she got her own thoughts on certain things, and she may be on certain things. But no, I'm gonna tell you what I'm talking about. We got people, politicians, presidents, vice presidents that don't do none of the stuff that they said they were going to do when you voted for them. And they said any and everything to get you to vote for them, right? But here we go. It's been 1 year and they've done none of the things that they say. And I hear a lot of people say the following: oh, well, it's their first year in. They're just getting used to everything. But I have to remind people that 1 year is 365 days. Tell me a job that you can do for 365 days, don't do your job, still get paid, and keep that job. So, cuz, you know a little bit about history and how a lot of these politicians come around to the church, tell black people certain stuff, and never follow through with it. But why do people, black people, give these people a pass and do the same thing every time it's time to vote?
Um, I think it's in our culture that being forgiving, or seeing the better in a person is just within us. Basically, from slavery, that's how we learn to live amongst the inclusion. Is because we are so forgiving. And bet your dollar. And we have this strong faith that every dog has his day. So if you promising me one thing and your actions telling me different, it's not that I'm going to hold you accountable. I'm holding you accountable, but at the same time, it's not me to get vengeance on you. It's the Lord's. And so that's why I think our faith and actually the trust we have in God, seeing that He's gonna work it out. It's not the players, the politicians, or the pastors. It's not that person, but it's all God, and it's working according to His plan. So
Now, y'all hear what Cuz did? Now she's sprinkling, she's sprinkling her
yeah,
her hers with her belief, right? Now Cuz is like Cuz strong in that faith that stuff go work out and people go work out. Now, why we still paying these obscene gas prices? Ain't no food in the store. Hey man, it's not the politician's fault. It's not the president's fault. It's not this person's fault.
I'm not saying that it's somebody's fault. Like,
Okay.
somebody has to be held accountable, but at the same time, it it's not my job, because I'm not been signed up for that job, to reveal whose fault it is. Like, my job is to, as a citizen, as a person, if because I want the same grace. That's all I'm saying. If I fall short, and I'm pretty sure all of us are falling short, and we're not, we'll say, and our intentions may be good, but we don't fall through with the plan.
Mm,
We want
I don't.
grace. You
Okay,
know,
I
and I
got
feel like we should allow and grant grace to a certain level.
you. All
Don't
right,
get
here we go. Now we
but
know that in our church situation, right? We have leaders in church. Sometimes we even have pastors and preachers that may transgress
that
against the flock in which they have been destined or given to lead, right?
right.
I've seen pastors get on camera, cry, talk about what they've done. The church down there in Atlanta, where the pastor died a couple of years ago, he was having a relationship with the boys. The one that Jamal Bryan is at right now. Um, I've seen pastors have kids with Congress members, well, not Congress members, but congregation members. I've seen pastors say that from the waist down that they are a man, and we forgive them people. But when one of our family members owed us $20 and haven't paid it back, and that family member asks us for $30 next time, we'll go off on that family member. So why is it that we're able to forgive this preacher that has transgressed so much, but we can't forgive our own people and our own family member yet? I'm lost behind that, cuz
It
I don't get it.
9 times out of 10, the trauma or what's owed to us by family hurts way worse than someone we're not seeing every day. We don't have a relationship really with, that we are actually watching for entertainment. It's totally different, and the bond and the blood that we share is different. So, with that being said, is if I see you every day and you owe me that $20, but you got new kicks on your feet, you know, I'm pretty sure it took about 20 plus 20 more to get your new shoes. Why you just didn't hold off on your new shoes and pay me my money back so you can be able to come back and borrow that 30 the next time? So it's the respect that's missing when it's family for me.
Now, cuz talking about respect at the same time, she talking about expectations as well. If you my family member, you know what I'm going through. You
That's
you you know the business. You know that this is my last $20,
right.
and I need this tomorrow. But tomorrow I see you with some new shoes on, or I see you at the movie theater on a date.
Yep.
Now, when it comes to a lot of times when it comes to preachers, and this is just me, this ain't cuz, this is just me. Some of the preachers are elevated. They are aloof. They're not like actual interacting a lot with their congregation
That's
unless they're preaching. So it's like being a principal or a superintendent for a school district. You're not going to see your superintendent or interact with that superintendent all the time. So if they do something, some people like, okay, they did it. We still got work to do. Let's
right.
keep it moving. But we know that preachers, I don't want to say used to be, but at one point in time, they were the pillars of certain communities.
They
But
still
see, that's cuz talking. That ain't me. But you know what I'm saying? We know that people do fail, people do falter. And a lot of times we'll forgive them really, 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 really quickly because we have been trained to say that, hey man, forgiveness is a virtue. If you forgive somebody, it's for you, it's not for them. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like they load us up with stuff so they will let that other person make it for transgression against us. Me, on the other hand, I'm learning. I'm forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, about that.
But they
Matter of fact, don't even worry about that $20 you owe me. You good? You good?
right. Then that's another thing. If you can't give it, don't lend it.
That's a
If
shirt.
you can't give if you can't give it with expectations of it may not be coming back towards you, don't give it. If you can't give it, don't lend it.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
That's the thing about it.
yeah.
Like a lot of times. Now we know that preachers they give, they give, and and they take. But
Mm,
it's actually up to us to forgive that person because if you have that weight on you, it'll weigh you down.
it
But
will.
at the same time, it depends on what that person actually did. Like because I expect the preacher to.
I'm right, and I'm passing no judgment on no one as far as that cousin that owed me that 20 to that pastor that you were speaking of earlier. I'm passing no judgment because who am I to judge? Because I have sins of my own, and I'm pretty sure you do too. And it's only God can judge, and we all here serving a purpose according to His plan. So no man is higher, regardless of how many dollars you may have. Me and LeBron and God's eye is on the same playing field.
All right.
It's
Speak.
billions and my thousands. We on the same playing field.
All right. Speaking of LeBron, aka a ball player, we've seen ball players get into certain situations off the field. Ben Roethlisberger was one that had a couple cases where he supposedly, allegedly, uh, had a young lady in the bathroom while his security stopped people from coming in. One of the bigger cases right now is Deshaun Watson. Deshaun got 23 cases, civil
24.
cases. Say what,
This
cuz?
24.
Oh, another one?
They was 24. They was in it dismissed. Like,
Now, we know that particularly in football, I'm gonna start with football. As long as that person is helping that team win, the fans don't care what that person did off the field. As long as they winning, they don't nobody care that Roethlisberger allegedly did what he did. They won a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody care. They forgave him. Matter of fact, they went past forgiving. They just blocked it all out like it never happened. Like they erased it from history, from their memory and everything. Now, with the Deshaun Watson thing, where there's smoke, is there fire? Now we know that civil cases deal with money. Do you really want him to pay, or do you really want to get paid? And if Deshaun goes up to the Cleveland Browns and win a Super Bowl, you know that ain't nobody gonna care, right? So, cuz, why do you think that people are so quick to forgive a ball player?
because they're entertainment. They entertain.
Mm.
Yeah.
Cuz making it sound like entertainment is very important.
That's why they get paid the important amount of money. It's
Yeah.
some importance there. So, and that's why TVs are so probably one of the hot commodities on the item to buy list because entertainment is at the top of everybody's list.
Now, speaking of entertainment, I'm going to say that a preacher, a ball player, and a politician, all of them entertain us.
Very much so.
Presidents, they have speech writers to keep your attention.
Thanks.
They'll say and do stuff just so you can talk about them. Players do all type of, they're entertaining. And the thing about entertainment, we value entertainment because it does what? It gives us a break from what we got going on in our lives.
Right.
Sports bars. Come on, man.
Right.
We know what goes on. Everybody needs a break. Now, at the same time, if I was a cop, I'd probably have my car right outside the sports bar. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's coming out there drink driving, whoo, I need you to blow up in this.
Oh,
They'll make a killing, but they ain't gonna do it because the sports bar puts so much money into the community, right? So, cuz, which one you think is more entertaining? A preacher, a politician, or a ball player?
A ball player.
Let me see.
A ball player.
I might go with a ball player first, and then a preacher, then a politician. Because once that politician get in, you probably won't see him no more or see her no more. But that preacher going to keep entertaining you. I mean, they have mega churches. You have to entertain those people to keep coming back. It's just like if you're a teacher. If you're a boring teacher, man, them kids go zone out. They gonna start acting up. They know what the business is. But if you're an entertaining teacher, you can at least keep that kid or student woke. You know what I'm saying? So that they'll be able to do what? So they'll be able to understand what you're saying. So let's go back to it. We are entertained by preachers, politicians, and sports players. Because what? We need their entertainment. We'll forgive them. You know why? Because we need their entertainment.
Right.
Our people, man, we don't give a care. We see them no more until the next family reunion. Because you know what? They're not entertaining us. They're not stopping us or whatever we got going on in our life from slowing us down. So the entertainment is a great part of why we forgive people. Cuz anything else you want to add to that? Man, we out. Bam.